In a dark, eerie cave, a girl named Dress silently waits, sniper rifle in hand. She remains still, calm, and focused, her target miles away. Meanwhile, at a distant airport, a plane lands and the president steps out. In an instant, Dress fires. A single, flawless shot that strikes the president down, yet no one realizes where the bullet came from. This moment marks Dress not as an ordinary girl, but as an elite, deadly sniper. After the kill, she collects the bullet casing as a keepsake and visits her mother's grave, where she finds her father already there. She attempts to speak, and he reveals that he knows everything about her secret life, her mission, and the killing she just carried out. With a heavy heart, Dress admits that guilt sometimes keeps her awake at night. She hands him the bullet casing, which he adds to a collection, hinting that this is not her first mission. Her father then discloses he has terminal cancer and only days left to live. He says if he doesn't die naturally by Valentine's Day, he will end his life himself. The news shatters Dress, but her father insists this could be their last meeting. Elsewhere, a man named Levi struggles with haunting nightmares. Seeking peace, he often writes poetry by the sea. One day, he receives a mysterious message directing him to a certain address. He drives there and meets a woman named Bartholomew. During their conversation, it's revealed that Levi, a former military sniper, now lives alone in retirement. Bartholomew offers him a new mission, tailored to his exceptional skills. She asks if he has anyone who would miss him should he not return. Levi replies that he's alone in the world. She promises to reveal the mission details later. Levi is then sedated and wakes up mid-flight on a mysterious plane. No one on board answers his questions until the pilot finally tells him they've reached his destination. He is instructed to walk 32 kilometers to the exact site and is given a parachute. He jumps into a snowy landscape and treks for 2 days before arriving at his destination, a watchtower, where he meets a man named JD. JD informs him that this is the West Tower and Levi will guard it for the next year. JD, who served here before him, says Levi's job is not to keep people out, but to ensure that something inside a deep abyss, known as Gorge, never escapes. JD tosses a bomb into Gorge, and a monstrous sound rises from the depths, proof that something terrifying lives below. JD calls these creatures loins and warns Levi that they must never be allowed to surface. He recounts how back in 1940, 3 battalions sent to fight them never returned. JD also mentions a stray dog alarm. If it ever goes off, Levi must flee immediately, though even JD doesn't know why. They notice someone arriving at the opposite East Tower, the replacement for the previous guard. JD explains Levi can only contact command once a month and that towers must remain isolated. His duties include loading an automated gun daily and inspecting the minefield below for signs of disturbance. When Levi asks if he is supposed to stop intruders, JD reiterates that the real threat lies within Gorge, and this place has been kept secret for 75 years. JD then signals a helicopter to leave, but as it arrives, an officer checks his identity and executes him on the spot, ensuring no one leaves this post alive. Left alone, Levi starts performing his duties and sends his first monthly report, claiming no enemy sightings. He finds a cupboard with books and scribbled messages on the walls from former guards. One day, while scanning the opposite tower with his telescope, he spots a girl. It's Dress. Captivated by her beauty, Levi avoids contact as per orders. As time passes, Dress also becomes aware of Levi's presence. On his birthday, she initiates contact by writing her name on paper. Levi, hesitant at first, eventually responds, and the two form a quiet friendship. Levi later learns that Dress is also a sniper. To test her, he fires at her belongings. She retaliates by targeting his tower, proving her skill. Suddenly, monstrous creatures begin emerging from Gorge. Dress alerts Levi, and both engage in a brutal firefight against the horrors. Despite being outnumbered, Dress supports Levi as they take down wave after wave. One creature, half human and half beast, charges at Dress. Her bullets have no effect. Just as it reaches her, Levi fires and kills it, saving her life. The next day, while exploring the minefield, Levi spots a small drone escaping from the abyss. Both he and Dress see it, but are unable to understand what it is. Months pass, and December arrives. Determined to finally meet Dress, Levi ties a rope to his RPG launcher, preparing to fire it across the chasm.